everything. Okay, now I'll take you through the summarize functions. We'll first look at the summarize function. I just go to this report file. And here, before we look at the summarize function, I just quickly give you a recap on the dynamic TopN function. Okay, so TopN function we discussed. If you use the TopN function, right? If you use a TopN function in the table, if you go to modeling and if you create a new table and if you copy paste this one, it will create a table, right? So in that table will give you the top 2 records in your entire data set, top 2 records, top 10 records. So it will give you the overall, the top 3 or top n. So here in this place of 2, you can specify 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 based on your income. So usually top 10 or top 5 sales performance, they want to say product, top 5 selling products, top 5 countries or top 10 countries, top 10 cities. That is what they want to see it. Sakshi, you're not able to. How about others? Are you able to hear my voice? Please type it in the chat window. Sakshi was not able to hear my voice. Satya, can you hear me? How about others? Am I audible to you all? Yes, Akila, thanks for confirming that. How about Sri and Divyani? Good, you're able to hear me, right? Very good, very good. So, okay, fine, audible, right? So, Sakshi, I think, one second, I just help her quickly. Yeah, okay, good, good. Thanks for the confirmation. So what I will do is, I just type it to something wrong from my side. Fine, we will continue. Okay, so the top n functions you have understood. So when I use the same top n function in the measure, what happens is, see, once you create the top n function in the measure, and if you drag and drop the top n function related measure, in this case, top 10 revenue, when I drag and drop this here, what happens is, it gives me category wise, so in this case, I have used top 3, right? In this case, top 3, ideally, this one's supposed to be top 3 revenue. Okay, and each category, what is the top 3 transactions in terms of sales? Okay, and you can check it for profit also. That's why I have created another measure. So wherein I have used sum of profit. Okay, in this case, what happened? Top 3 transactions where we got the top profit, top 3 profit. So okay, top 3 profit which we got it. Top 3 transactions where we got more profit in the furniture. Okay, same way, right? It gives you the breakdown of the top 3 records sum in each category. All right, that is what we discussed. And then what I did, I just proceeded with the creating dynamic top n. This is what they expect in the interview. Okay, so the top n is fine. First of all, they'll ask you the functionality, how it works. Fine. And the next one is, what is top n? Fine. And the next one is, how do you make it dynamic? Top n dynamic. For example, let's say you have developed the report, this report. In this case, you have what is this? This is a table visual. You have 3 columns are there, and you shared it with the management or the report users. The report users are the business users. They don't know Power BI. Okay, and they are business guys. And all they need is the report. Once you share it with them, they will analyze it. So what they need is, they want you to give something like this. If I select 15, the top 15 records total sales should be displayed along with each category. So in the furniture category, I wanted to see the top 10 transactions in terms of sales, right? Give me the sum of that one along with the total sales. And here they wanted to, dynamically select whatever the value that they selected. If they select 5, top 5. If they select 15, top 15. Okay. So for this, we have used the selected value. function, DAX function. There I have passed this table. TopN is a table I created it here, right? So where is that? And if I enter data, right? Here I created the table, and that table I create a column as a value. So in that column, we have this values. I mentioned it. And hence I mentioned, so the selected. So what happens is this line, whatever the item that I selected, for example, if I select 10 here, the selected value function, what it does is, whatever the item the report user selected here, that value will get stored here. And this value will get passed as an argument to your TopN function here. So top 10 sales, right? For that, you display that. That is what it is happening. Okay, that is how it works. So this is dynamic because of the table we created it by the name of TopN value here, the enter data here. Right, so here we created it. So because of which, yes, I will create this table. And then in this table, the value column, I just dragged and dropped it in a slicer. So now it is more user-friendly, report user-friendly. So all they need to do is they should be able to select. If you don't give this, what will happen? If you give this report, he has to live, he has no options, right? He has no options. You hard-coded top 3 here. So all the time you should be able to see only top 3 sales in each category. And then the top 3 sales, sum of top 3 sales, sum of top 3 profits, right? So in each category, you can see it. You can see only the top 3. He has no option to choose top 5, top 6, or sorry, top 10, top 15. So by giving this kind of slicer, you are making this report more dynamic, right? You should be able to select whatever you want. So, apart from top 5, you can see top 10, top 15, 20, 25, you can give it here. This table is called connected table. Remember, sorry, disconnected table. This is very important. So you know what is connected table. So in the Power BI, whatever the tables or files that we loaded in the model view, if you go and see it, it creates the relationship automatically. Okay, so here it's all connected table. Whereas in the case of dynamic report, in this case, we have created a disconnected table. We are using a disconnect table. So, this table need not to be linked with other table, right? It is not a business table. So these are the business tables like a sales table and date table. It's also kind of a business table. And we have something else called the customer table, location table. All those tables are business table. But this is not a business table. For technical purpose, we have used to enable the dynamic selection of the top N value. We create this, hence it is a disconnected table. Okay, so we create the disconnected table to use it in a slicer to enable your report dynamic. You need to answer this way in the interview. Okay, fine. Now you understood what is the disconnect table. Okay, disconnected table. Okay, next we will proceed with understanding summarize. Since I forgot to tell you about this one in the yesterday's session, right? I just walked you through this one more time. And okay, fine.